Today we're going to be talking about the Flipperzero and how it can be used as a BadUSB. In this video, we'll be demonstrating how to create your own BadUSB scripts with some demos on a Windows machine, an Android device, and even how to exfil data to a virtual private server and a webhook. So before we begin to write our first DuckyScript, there are a couple items you have to understand in the structure of the payload and the language itself. Each line of the DuckyScript or payload is ran at a time, similar to a bash script. It can include a comment, a delay, a key, or a set of keys. That's it. So a quick breakdown, we have rem, which is short for remark, and this basically allows you to add a comment to your payload. So we will call it a first DuckyScript. We'll then add another remark written by sick curiosity. Then we have delay, which pauses your payload for a given amount of time, written in milliseconds. For example, 1000 would be 1 second. This is imperative when you're trying to execute multiple lines, and depending on the processing speed of whatever device you're going up against, you need some sort of delay in the execution flow. Next, we have string, which is basically whatever you're trying to type out on your keyboard. So for here, we'll do hello world. And then you have your special keys like enter or home or F11 or backspace. And these are pretty self-explanatory. So with any code execution POC, let's go ahead and open calc.exe. First, we're gonna bring up the run dialog box by doing GUI tech R, which is basically your Windows R. And then we're gonna delay about 1000, which is 1 second. We're then gonna tell it to type out calc.exe and then hit enter on completion. After saving it as a text file, you're gonna open up your QFlipper application, head over to the file manager, open up your SD card, BadUSB, and then go ahead and drop your payload into there. And then now to execute it, you're just going to close this application, head over to your Flipperzero, go to BadUSB, and then execute our first DuckyScript. And then you can see the run dialog box pop up and open up calc. So that one was fairly basic. All we did was open the calculator app by using the Windows R key, delaying, entering calc.exe, and then hitting enter. Now let's get a little more complicated with a PowerShell DuckyScript. Let's go ahead and break this one down. So first we're gonna hit Windows R to open up the run dialog. We're gonna delay a second and then type in PowerShell Windows style hidden. Now this will open up a PowerShell window that is not visible to the actual user. We're gonna delay another second, and then we're going to use the PowerShell command invoke web request to the URI and then this webhook address. This will perform a get HTTP request to the URI. Then we'll hit enter and then exit the PowerShell window. Same process as before. You're going to go ahead and just drag and drop it into your file manager and then exit this application. Here I have the webhook site displayed so that when we go ahead and run our PowerShell DuckyScript, you'll see the GET request performed by our machine. So let's go ahead and run that DuckyScript. We can see it open up the Windows dialog and make the request silently in the background. So let's have a little fun. Now, the intention of this DuckyScript is to basically locate a specific file name on the system, read the contents, and then post that data to a webhook and a VPS instance. Here I have a Linode hosting a web server. I just quickly threw this together, but let's go ahead and break it down. So again, opening up the run dialog with Windows R and opening PowerShell in a hidden window. Now we know that the file is super secret something something, so we're assigning that to a variable. And then we know it's located somewhere in the users directory, so we're assigning that to a variable as well. And then recursively searching for that and assigning that file path to another variable. Here we're going to read the contents and then Again, post it to a webhook and VPS, and then exit out. After throwing it onto your Flipperzero, we have the webhook address on the right-hand side, so we'll see the post request here. And then on the left, I have my Linode instance logged in and hosting the web server, so we'll again see the post request on this. As a warning, this methodology can be applied to exfiltrating Wi-Fi passwords or other content that you do not want publicly available. So I would not use the webhook methodology for anything sensitive. I would only do that data to something that you can control, i.e. the Linode server. So when running it, we can see the PowerShell being hidden in the background, and then hopefully see the 2 requests being made on both the webhook and the VPS. Here we can see that the contents of the file were like and subscribe. So some of you have requested an Android DuckyScript. This one basically will open up the browser, select the URL bar, and then enter in the string and hit enter. The main difference is this command here, which will open up the default browser on your Android device. Let's go ahead and demo this on an Android device. We can hit run and see it entering in the string at the top, bringing up YouTube. Thank you for watching. Stay safe out there, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more awesome content.